is the 11th of November, the morning of Friday. I'm in Madison, Illinois. Let's unload that coil.
A new important message has arrived.
Okay, thanks. I'm back at the Madison yard. I came back here after I unloaded only because this is like exactly 1 mile from where I delivered, so no big deal. At least here, while I wait, they have facilities that I'm able to use, and it's in a secure area. I'm not in anybody's way, where over there trucks can tend to pile up. And I guess there's 25 trucks in this area, Maverick trucks, so they have to find loads, and I'm number 6 on the board. I don't know if it got caught on the camera, but I completely jacked up my ankle while unloading this coil, and I'll try to point. I'll point it out in the video. I was getting down off of the truck, and my feet were on. This is the funny part. My feet were on the ground, and then I let go with my hands, and was going to walk back towards the back of the trailer. I stepped back a little, I moved a little bit to the north, but towards the edge of their driveway. And I didn't realize it, but the grass that butts up against the driveway kind of disguises the severe ledge that is not severe. It's like a slight little ledge on their driveway that it goes down to where the grass is, but the grass is long enough you think it's all even. Well, anyway, I stepped on the edge of that, and my ankle went whoop, and I ended up on the ground. I was laying there in the early morning dew of the grass, staring up at the sunset. I was thinking to myself, seriously? It's Friday. I'm supposed to like do this on a Monday. It's a little bit sore. I've done something like this earlier when I was in football, and ended up in a I ended up in a cast for like 6 weeks. But I don't know if it's necessarily I don't think it's as bad. I think it's more of a sprain than pulled ligaments like before. But it's definitely a little sore, a little tender. The bummer thing is it's on my right foot, my throttle and brake foot. So you can feel, it's not so much hard to push down on pedals, but my boots prevent me from flexing my foot very well. And it's like my boots actually cause me more discomfort than anything else. So let that be a lesson to you. Even when you think you're doing it right, stuff can reach out and bite you. I don't know. I have ankles that tend to just roll. The very last day of I was deployed to a location in the Southwest Asia. And the very last day, the day before I was flying home, I did something similar. I was walking through a very dimly lit area, and it was like you could see the concrete sidewalks there. Well, see how there's a drop on this side, which is expected because that's where the cars park. Well, there, it was that way. It was like they had these raised concrete pathways everywhere. And I stepped on one of those edges wrong too, and that was horrible. I was down in gravel and writhing in pain for a good half an hour, and then I ended up. And the funny thing is, I'm a medic, so. But instead of going, I guess I should have went to the physician there. And probably would have got transported home via Aerovac, which would have been interesting since that's what I did. I was an Aerovac technician. I found some crutches and hobbled onto the plane to get home. And because I didn't want to stall anything, I'd already been gone for forever, it felt like. So I did send in a message to my fleet manager just to make sure I don't know how severe it is. I don't think it's that bad, but since it did occur while I was working, I wanted to make sure I notify the right people because I know there's rules about this stuff. In many organizations, they want to know if you are injured, where, they'll want to know when, where, how it happened, so they can track that stuff. Because if I were to wait and not say anything and then like on Monday wake up and be like, oh my gosh, it feels like my foot's broken. And then I call somebody saying, hey, yeah, on Friday I really screwed up my ankle and I didn't say anything. I didn't think it was a big deal, but now it is. I don't think that's going to be the case, but those are the kind of things you have to think about while working, because you work as part of a company and you want to make sure you're following the rules. I know the same thing is in the military. If you get injured, whether work or not in the military, if you get hurt, period, they want to know about it because you are an asset, a military piece of hardware, and they need to know your status and be updated at all times because that information is going to be passed up the chain of command. And it's probably the same thing with Maverick Transportation. I wouldn't doubt it. But anyway, I passed on a message. We'll see what happens. This video may get interrupted just with a phone call. One thing if you can see in my mirror there, despite the glare, that is a 2017 Freightliner Cascadia. So, I just got a message, replied back to my message. Somebody's going to be calling me, so It looks like I have to pass on some information, so they took me off the load board. Anyway, I'm going to try to, I'm going to go in and talk to the people that manage the trucks here to see if that's empty, because I don't want to get into a truck that I don't have permission to go into and may belong to another driver. But if it's an empty one waiting to be assigned, I'm hoping to... I guess this is why YouTubers don't forecast what they may do, because if they can't accomplish it, then they won't get the backlash. So
This is a test of the City of Madison emergency warning system. This is only a test.
Madison, Illinois is doing a test of their emergency warning system. Maybe that was it, just the them announcing that they're doing a test. But I thought, like in the military, it would be a siren. Maybe not. But anyway, I'm going to see if I can get permission before I go into the truck just to take a look at it and maybe share that experience with you. We'll see. If tomorrow's video is of a truck, then you know I was successful. Okay. I walked over there inside to talk and spoke with one of the, I think the lead mechanic or whatever. Currently it's not assigned to anybody, but I will not be showing it to you because my ankle hurts. It's not feeling good right now. I walked over there and I thought, okay, it's a bit sore. Stopped, talked to him, and on the way back I was like, holy cow, I can barely walk. This is not cool. All I can do is laugh at it because it's like, this is ridiculous. All right. That last segment was a call from the person at Maverick that takes that kind of information like I thought, and worked I gave all the information and the incident, and they're actually going to send me to an urgent care facility just to have it checked out and see where we stand, or where I'm standing or not standing. I was going to take a look at that truck, but my foot hurts, so I'm not going to. And life goes on. So just waiting for the spouse to show up. She's going to give me a ride, even though that's my vehicle right there and I could probably drive there in lots of pain, but I prefer to be driven because I'm from the upper class, so I'm pretty used to having a chauffeur. So we'll see how this goes. And they're sending me across the river. It's about 10 minutes away, and I don't know how long the wait's going to be, but we'll find out. The adventure continues into injury, checking out of injuries, and all of that stuff entails. We shall see, and I will report back eventually. It's Friday. I'm just glad this happened here and not in the middle of some Virginia highway, which would have been a weird incident of, injuring my ankle while driving on a highway. But if for some reason I was doing a load check and hurt my ankle at some rest stop in the middle of somewhere with no transportation, that would have been interesting. So I feel pretty fortunate that this event is occurring right here at home. So I've got a ankle brace and no bone damage. They say it's a bad sprain, but we'll recheck it in a couple days, they said. We'll see what happens.